This week on Basketball Wives.
Your 40s, you ain't got no kids, you ain't never been married, you ain't got going on.
Jac'Eil, we can go.
That's not even her
Because I
name.
can't even address her.
Hey, tell her
It
your
don't
name.
matter. Come on.
I didn't want
I
didn't want that.
Yo, what is up, everybody, and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the new episode of Basketball Wives, Season 11, Episode 23. Let's get right into this. Alright, so we're in Mexico. The ladies are having their dinner and they're having lots of fun. And Jennifer brings a surprise guest, Laura Govan. The ladies were overall excited to see her. She's catching up with the ladies, but it was really dope because she right away tells Jackie that she wants to apologize because back in season 2, Laura had a conversation on camera with Jackie's daughter. So all these years later, she tells Jackie that she is regretful of that because she wouldn't want someone to do that to her daughter now. And I think it was very respectful because season 2, that was like what, 8, 9 years ago. So Laura is cool for asking for an apology, asking Jackie to forgive her after all this time. And Jackie, appreciated that and says, of course. Evelyn says that with that being said, she hopes they can all have a great trip. So then Brandy jumps on in and comes at Evelyn. She says, I confided in you about my marriage and you are using that against me. Evelyn says, well, you were throwing dabs at me, so I was going to throw dabs at you. You come for me, I come for you. Brandy says, well, I wasn't really throwing dabs at you. I was calling you out because I think that all the stuff that you're doing is fake as F. Evelyn says, well, I think that everything you got going on with Jason is fake as F. Brandy says, you and everybody's business. You got to mind your own business. And Evelyn says, you're the one on people's business. Look at you going around talking about Brooke's relationship. So it was like tit for tat, And Brooke says that, yeah, she didn't think Brandy was doing, she didn't like that Brandy was going around, talking about her relationship. But she didn't seem to be that upset. But then Jac'Eil jumps on in there and she switches the conversation. She talks to Cheyenne and says that she wants to figure out what happened at the women's empowerment event because that's the last time they all really saw Cheyenne. Cheyenne says, oh, well, were you there when there was some gay bashing? So Cheyenne is accusing Brooke of gay bashing because remember, Brooke told a lady, she said, quote, just because you look like a man, you still a bitch. So Cheyenne is referring to that because that's what her friend felt. But, Brooke says there was no bashing and they begin to argue. Now, Cheyenne was trying to talk to Jac'Eil because it was a one-on-one conversation, kind of. But then, Brooke kept getting in there and saying things. So at this point, Cheyenne's getting ready to leave because she doesn't really want to talk to Brooke. And then Brooke says, you are in your 40s, never been married, you ain't got no kids, you ain't got nothing going for you. Now, here's my thing. Why would Brooke bring up kids? I don't think it's cool. Because if Cheyenne would have responded out of pocket, then it would have been a problem, right? So let's not do that. Let's not go there. And by the way, the ironic part is that she literally is trying. Her description of Cheyenne is literally the description of her friend Jennifer. Like, no shade, but like, you got to be more mindful when you say things like these. In my opinion, it wasn't that serious to get this upset, but y'all know how Brooke is. So, that was it for the dinner. Evelyn then goes to Jackie's room, since they besties now, all of a sudden, but I love it. Evelyn says, well, why were you so quiet at dinner? And Jackie says that she's still trying to get, familiar with the territory. And then after that, she wants to have conversations with the rest of the ladies one by one so they can, be cool. As far as Laura Govan, it looks like a while ago, Laura made a comment saying that the hoes are running basketball wives or something like that. And I think Laura had a bit of an issue with Shaunie, but that's just like petty stuff. There really isn't any beef. So the next morning, Brooke, Jac'Eil, and Brandy do some yoga. And you guys know Brooke officiated Jac'Eil's wedding, right? But damn, Jac'Eil rides hard for Brooke, like hard. But anyway, Brooke and Brandy have yet another conversation. Brooke is asking, why did you have a lot to say? And Brandy says that she was honestly just worried about Brooke because she was she was talking about preparing a wedding, so she was worried about her. She didn't want her to rush into things too quickly. Brooke understands that, and she says that she wishes Brandy would have just had a different delivery, but she definitely accepts her apology. And then Brooke, too, apologizes if she said anything that hurt Brandy. And Brandy cries and says, I might be big and look tough, but it pains me when they attack me about Jason. So they hug it out and they're fine. So now the thing that everyone's thinking is Evelyn's being messy by being close to Jackie or whatnot. Listen, as far as Brandy, I understand why she gets upset, but sis, if your man cheated with you with 500 women, I don't know if it's going to be possible for them not to use that against you. I just don't know about that. It's a little later. Jackie and Jennifer go have a walk. Jackie says, where did you get Laura from? And Jennifer says, I've been cool with her, and since everybody was being invited. Then I love that they were going around walking the streets of Mexico looking at the beautiful places. Then they sit by the beach, and Jackie asks Jennifer, what does she have to get out her chest about what hurt her? Jennifer says that it was the nudes being sent. Jackie says that her and Sandy, or Sunday, were talking about something. And Sunday, yes, brought up that Jen had these pictures out there. So Jackie searched them up, and then after she looked for them and I guess she found them, she sent them to Sandy and said, "Oh, is this what you were talking about?" But nevertheless, Jackie apologizes and says that Jennifer can count on her. So Jackie is now cool with Evelyn, and it looks like she's cool with Jennifer. So 2 down, a few more to go. The rest of the ladies, they went to a private beach. Brooke is throwing a little shade at Evelyn, she's calling Jackie and Cheyenne her besties and all this, but Evelyn doesn't really care. They're at a beautiful private beach, good food. Now, I didn't like this. Brooke tells Laura, I didn't like that you apologized to Jackie about her daughter. I feel like she didn't deserve it because of what she said about my daughter. Now, what the hell does that have anything to do with anything? It's 2 completely unrelated things. Then, they're talking, and then you can hear, "Hey, ladies!" So Jackie and Jen join them. And then they did an activity, a tequila tasting, drinking tequila at the beach in Mexico. What else can you ask for? After the tequila tastings, they also had mystery drinks, and some of them had worms or scorpions, but that's actually kind of common, and it gives the tequila some flavors, trust me. And I'm glad that they did try them. So after the tasting, Laura pulls Jackie to the side, and she asks Jackie why was she so quiet at dinner the other night. And Jackie says that she was trying to process it all, and there was a lot of fighting, and for once, it wasn't about her. Laura asks about Brooke. She asks, why can't you put this stuff to rest? And Jackie says, I've tried, but 2 weeks ago, she was cussing at me, F you, I'm going to F you up, and all this. So Jackie pretty much says that it's hard to have a conversation with Brooke. And Laura says, well, maybe just give her a hug. Because according to Laura, sometimes she needs to be effed without talking. She says, she don't need anything to be, I don't need anything to be said, just throw me on the counter. Oh, okay. So Brooke then announces to everyone that she is going to have a bachelorette party for Jen, and she says, I want everyone to be there, even Wacky Jackie. So I thought that was really nice that she invited her, and I think it meant something to Jackie. The bachelorette party is mainly for Jen, but for Giselle too, because she was a bride this year. So Brooke and Evelyn were decorating it, and when it's time to have it, Cheyenne did end up going. The decorations were very red, black, lace, lingerie, decorations, whip, and all that kind of stuff. Candy Burst would have loved this. They were all having fun, eating, drinking, and they started playing a game, one of those games, those rated triple X games. They had to bleep up pretty much a lot of the things they were saying because it was very heated. It was never have I ever with shots, and they were having lots of fun and being able to throw shade. But fun shade, that's the difference. There's a difference between fun shade and hurtful shade. But we're just throwing some fun shade. So they're having fun and everything. And then Brandy pulls Jackie outside. Brandy says that she was very hurt by the things Jackie said to Sandy. Brandy says that it's hurtful because she can't have any more kids. And that's one of the things Jackie was discussing, as well as some comments about Jason. But again, Jackie apologizes once again. And Brandy accepts it. And they say that they love each other. So They're cool now. So 3 down now. Evelyn then she also asked Laura about some situation that happened with her ex where Laura asked for the ring, for the engagement ring after they split up, but then he said that they never had a real ring. My thing about that is I think when you are done with the relationship, be done with it. Don't get no rings, no nothing, cuz no, you don't want none of that energy. Just move on. Also, Evelyn and Brooke made out, but it was more than just like I dare you to kiss. This was like they were going to take things to the bedroom. It was really, really passionate. So at this point, they were also drunk to the point where the tears were coming out. Jen was crying, and thank you, Evelyn. You've been a great friend, and that was sweet, I guess. And that was the end of the episode. So it was a fun episode because they had a lot of fun. They were able to have fun, not too much drama. But ooh, next week the preview it shows that there's going to be a major fight with Jac'Eil. And I think Brandy, I don't know. So it looks like it didn't last too long. But anyway, guys, let me know what you thought about this episode. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. You have a great one. Bye.